So we will start off our adventure with a little bit of luck. Errol, I rolled randomly for you. Go ahead, roll to determine which of our luck tokens here your character today will be getting.
Okay. Oh, that's
One.
right.
Number one, all right. You have the little toy soldier. And which character are you playing today?
So today I'll be introducing Jagged Edge, another member of the Circle, who has been dispatched by Herman Roth, leader of the Circle, to go and find Elarius out in the desert. We've heard about some adventures. I'm sure that will get filled in on the details, but in the meantime, he's a mercenary half-orc who is just mission-focused. So his mission is now to get to this guy and see what he's got and what help he needs.
And perhaps we'll learn about his childhood today with this luck token.
It could be.
Brandon, go ahead, roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's a 1.
It's a 1, so you get the little obelisk here, and tell us about your character today.
I will be continuing to play with Elarius of the Vulpes Argentum, elf archer, and self-described scout.
And we will learn about Elarius's position in the old world, the main continent today with that. Mark, go ahead. Evens odds. Evens. You get the little campfire tonight.
And I'll be continuing on with Gallivan Courier. Our courier at the 214th field is getting a little bit antsy about Gallivan not making as much headway in the missionary field, so he's under a little bit of additional pressure to actually turn over a few souls.
Speaking of which, you have this little bit of treasure from your time in the monastery, the citadel. So that's something that I imagine you would still have.
Oh yes, that actually makes a little sense. Yeah, let me go ahead and have that.
You have also learned about word from your ally back in the Arventa outpost.
Excellent.
So you have sent your henchman back as well too, who has alerted folks, and they have brought you word from your companion in a scrawled note, like a rolled up letter that was meant for you from your ally. In Arventa, you guys learned about Elarius and his discovery of this sunken castle, and you have sent your help through the deserts, deciding to meet. Where did you guys decide to meet on?
So I think
The Jagged Maw, right? Or
Yes.
at least at the edge of the Jagged Maw.
Right.
Close to
So
that half.
I think that's where we're headed through the known path.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just hoping that we can run into this guy that we've heard is out here in the desert. So we'll see if that happens.
Sure enough, on the edge of the Jagged Maw, this encampment that sort of looks like a spire of rocks, these claws that jut up from the ground with a flat rock base around them. It's been a central point to those that have been scouting around Arventa, but people haven't necessarily gone into this jagged rock spiral. And it is a point where you guys have decided to meet and form your party to go further south to explore more of this sunken castle. And as you guys have decided to share your provisions, share your information with each other, you notice that there is a figure who's like roaming in the distance and seems to be protecting this these stones. They aren't aware of you. It's this large, thick, trunk-legged person with just barrel chest, and his head just has this giant horn sticking out of a face, and he's just trudging around.
Oh, he must be familiar to me then.
You believe it's familiar to a memory, perhaps?
I'd say so. His name escapes me, but I believe he's a friend. Gwar! Hell, Gwar!
In the distance, this figure looks up, and
I waved to him.
the figure like holds up the staff that he's wielding. He's carrying these large sacks just filled with boulders, and he's got a backpack just filled with like large rocks.
Can I go and approach him?
Yeah.
Gwar, my friend.
As you approach this figure, he seems to just peer into you for a second and just, what are you thinking about? What are you trying to?
I'm thinking about my previous memories with him. How he's talked about, how the rocks have memories and they have stories of their own, and how this place is sacred. And frankly, how I appreciated that this place is sacred because of my connection to my god Sval.
And this figure draws upon a familiar memory as you draw close, and he's still holding up his staff very defensively. Gallivan. What brings you to these parts?
Oh, Gwar, we're off seeking friends. We've come to look after one of our own. Elarius, have you seen him?
I have seen a figure around these parts. He did not walk on the stones, so I let him free.
Respectful, as I can imagine. Before we part, a gift for you. It might be small, but it's one that has memories of my own. And I take from my satchel a rock that I carried from when I was at the Bitter Oasis, after our encounter with Gwar. And it had some of the memories not only from this current time, but also from times previous.
As you hand this rock over, Gwar takes this glistening little shimmering rock and looks it over and just looks at you and peers deeper. I will appreciate this and add it to my collection. And he starts to go almost back in a defensive stance.
Please do, my friend. Be well.
Be safe out there. And he starts backpedal towards the large stone columns that just rise up from the sands.
I'm not... Jagged, have you been here before?
No, I don't know anything about this place.
I would advise you to stand free of the rocks. This is a sacred place.
Noted.
Our friend Elarius, do you know what we're to be looking for, or what he looks like? I've never met the man.
I've been told he's an elf. That's all I know. There can't be many elves in this part.
Whenever you're ready.
I was going to say, as you're having this conversation, Elarius comes up from behind a dune and introduces himself. Well met. I overheard your conversation and understand that you are an envoy of the Circle.
Indeed. My name is Jagged Edge. I'm a mercenary sent by Herman Roth. My directive is to assist you.
Excellent and well met. And yourself?
My name is Gallivan with the 214th mission of Geed, located here at Arventa.
Excellent.
It is my pleasure.
Nice to meet you. Well, to expand on the message that I had sent back to Herman, beyond the dunes, there is a sunken castle. However, in between us and that sunken castle, there is a section of rocky outcropping, and within that rocky outcropping, I came across members of the Preservation Syndicate. I understand that there may have been some dealings with them before.
I have heard that name.
I have not. Would you mind filling me in?
I don't know much about them, but if they interfere with my directive, I will be forced to fight them.
Does that have to be the solution we jump to?
The directive is the most important aspect for me.
And your directive again?
To assist Elarius, the elf.
I will say this. They were rather territorial and possessive of the area that they were excavating. I'm not saying that I would relish a fight with them. However, should we find ourselves in their proximity, I think it would be wise to be prepared for conflict.
What exactly are they seeking to preserve?
Well, it looks like they are excavating, and I understand from my allies that they are looking to find generation elements said to contain the power to galvanize any material form. What exactly that means, I am unsure. But as I mentioned, they're very territorial and were very hostile to my companion and myself when we were just trying to pass through.
South of here, this big giant figure looming in the back is just, like far away, but managed to like hear everything that you just said.
You have a good ear?
I'm just conferring the information.
It is absolutely to the south of here, over the dunes.
And starts to like go behind one of the pillars, obscuring the vision.
Have you had dealings with that creature?
I have not seen anything like that creature.
Guar is a friend. I would, again, follow his instructions to be clear of the rocks.
Understood.
Elarius nervously looks down at his feet, making sure there's no rocks anywhere around it.
The whole desert is rocks. It's these giant like structures that have actual
Deliberate,
form.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And in the center of these giant pillars, there's been a small camp that no one has ever touched. And inside of this camp there's these silverback camels.
Jagged Edge kind of stands not fully at attention, but fairly straight, just looking blankly around.
You can hear some rustling off in the distances, like that. The guars, you've called guars. This figure seems to be packing things into a giant sack.
Guar, where are you going?
I have a new focus.
May I inquire as to what that is?
Rocks, new rocks need my attention. This camp no longer needs my protection.
And where will you find these new rocks?
Further in the desert, alone. He starts heading southeast from here.
Be well, Guar.
No response.
Awaiting your command, Elf.
Well, my organization, the Volpe Argentum, we are a disbanded group of warriors from the legions, and there is something spiritual about this castle that calls me. It stirs my soul. I know not what we might find there, but if you would accompany me, I would love to explore its depths and unravel the mysteries.
You mentioned something spiritual. Can you describe that a little further?
It was a sense of yearning, a sense of belonging. I spoke with Garuna back at Arventa, and she had indicated to me that this castle might be mobile, that it might be able to traverse the desert in some form or fashion. And as she spoke and told me of this vision she had, I was filled with a sense of longing and curiosity. And she informed me that the souls of many warriors are contained within its halls. What exactly that means, I don't know, but all I know is that something deep inside calls me there.
The more I stay here, the more I'm finding that this island is full of spiritual mysteries. I'm hoping that maybe I'll find my way here too. Shall we?
I shall lead the way.
Jagged Edge nods and follows after you.
So you guys continue further south.
Yes.
Yeah, let's head towards the castle.
And you guys have picked day 5, right? So it's still very hot, but there's no wind today and there's no wind tonight, but it's gonna consume more rations per day for you guys. And the Balsal deserts, you know, shift and sway with just even lack of wind. The sand is always just tumbling, it's always moving, and it just seems to be piling up and building and burying in different areas, which is like a strange sort of vision to it. It's like this whole desert is just seeking constant movement. The winds don't make the sands any more restful. And having navigated this desert already, you just get a lack of direction and a lack of sense of space because things just seem to shift. A dune becomes a flat. The only things that are keeping your bearings are the rocks, and you're begged to wonder if this War character that Gallivan has mentioned has some insight into the use of these rocks as navigation points within this desert. And as you travel, another day down the ways, you come to a large drop in the sands. There's activity going on here. There's a large excavation going on, and they're uncovering these encampments, these settlements, these rock walls that have been buried with sand. It could have been these cliff sides that you've seen, all around you, these hoodoo stacks of stones that rise up into the skies, but they're buried within the ground, and they just run along various lengths, and they have these holes carved within them like caves, like man-made caves into the sides of them. And from the outskirts, you can see it's heavily in operation. There's a lot of people doing a lot of various tasks, moving dirt. And beyond that, Elarius has said that the sunken castle is another day's march away. But it seems like there's a perimeter of these encampments.
So where are we located now? Somewhere in the middle here?
Yeah, right where the dunes start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right where the dunes start is where you have come across these excavated encampments.
Okay.
And along the perimeter, you can see there are these 5 figures that do not look like they belong here. And they're
But
like,
all the other people moving about seem like they do belong here.
yeah, they're all draped in blue. They have like blue tabards and like work vests and stuff, and they're just working very hard to uncover the sands and uncover the rocks, shipping it out, moving it around. But then there's like these 5 figures that look like they're on the perimeters, and they're keeping themselves hidden. No one has noticed them, but as you guys approach, you can see that there's these 5 figures like moving around.
Not noticing us though.
Correct. No. You happen to come across them.
Can I get a deeper description of those figures?
Yeah, they're a mix of various folk. There's an elf, there's a dwarf. The rest are humans, and they look like they're shrouded, like they have like black leather vests, and they have bandanas over their head, and they just keep like a cowl that's pulled down, but like they could easily pick that up, and they just have like different accoutrements down their arms, like different bands of silver and different bands of copper. And they look like they could easily like pick something up and like slide it away and tuck it away.
Interesting. So are these workers here? Do they?
The ones in blue?
In blue. Do they remind Elarius of?
Yeah, they're Preservation Syndicate
Okay.
workers, and they have mobilized quickly since the last time you saw them a week or so ago.
Interesting. And it sounds like there's maybe more uncovered than there was the last time.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah, about like twice as much type of thing. Yeah, it was a
okay.
small thing, but now it's like twice as much as that. And yeah, there seems a lot of activities going on here.
Have you noticed those figures moving around? They appear to be from a different group. They're 5 figures in black.
I do not recognize those individuals.
They may be familiar to me, but it's a little early to tell. They're certainly taller than the ones I recall.
So for the record as well, Jagged Edge is a fighter, so he has a long sword. That would be his type of combat, if we were to get in a fight.
I've been equipped with the mace, but the spear will do just fine. So I'll be wielding that today.
Excellent. And Elarius, as always, travels with his trusty longbow. And as it relates to these figures, shall we take a closer look? I would like to avoid any entanglements with the Preservation Syndicate if possible, but these 5 on the outskirts intrigue me.
As you wish.
Intrigue you in a good way or a bad way?
I am uncertain.
What do you guys hope to do?
I mean, I would love to, if possible, kind of take the long way around and see if we can come up on these 5 figures from the opposite direction of the dig site and where we see the Preservation Syndicate folks.
Yeah, but still within this one area. You're not going on like a different hex.
No, we're not going to go.
Yeah,
No. We're just kind of
Yeah,
like looping
absolutely.
around
Yeah,
so that hopefully if we're spotted, it's just these 5 individuals as opposed to like the 5 plus all these.
General ruckus.
Yeah. No, you definitely have the advantage of stealth and the desert that, you know, the sands itself are concealing your movement easily, especially having been here. Yeah. And yeah, what do you want to see? What do you hope to find?
Yeah, I would love to creep up on these 5 individuals and try to get as close as I can.
Yeah, by the time you
Get a good look.
By the time you like get your different position, you see that the 5 figures are slinking around as well, and they're like scattering about.
What are they armed with?
You know, they're not even armed. They're just they're
No visible arms?
They are not. I mean, they are armored and they have arms, but they're not wielding them. A dagger and you know, there's like a knife and a crossbow.
So they are armed,
Yeah, but they're not wielding it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
They don't
Daggers
appear
and
to be
stuff.
looking for a fight at this moment.
Mhm.
All right.
They look like they're trying to sneak some goods.
And they are heading towards your direction, but they immediately find a one of those open alcove caves that some Preservation Syndicate's members have just recently excavated and are like carrying away dirt and goods and stuff, and they slip into it, leaving 2 behind outside to kind of watch.
I would love to, try to sneak up on those 2.
At your command?
Sneak up on them.
Yeah, get close and then quietly hail them and see what their deal is. Just crazy about all these holes in the ground.
So long as the sneaking is all that's involved at the moment, they don't look.
Yeah,
as
I'm
well.
not drawing down on them or anything. Just looking to chat,
All right.
but getting close.
Get my guy in there just in case.
Sure. Yeah. Getting closer to the middle. Okay.
Closer to the guys. Yep.
So they're looking out at the Preservation Syndicate, and they don't notice you guys at all.
All right, how close can I get here?
Close as you want.
I would like to get right up next to one of them.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they have their back against the wall. They're looking down the hole, looking in towards the other main site, and you just managed to sneak right up, whisper into their ear, basically. It's a big, stocky dwarf.
All right, well, I will tap the dwarf on the shoulder and then gesture like this.
And it's just,
See what
he
he
has like a beard, but it's braided in such a way that like it intertwines and then spreads back out again. So it's like this like multiple smaller hanging beards, but one long stalk. And as he turns, he just kind of like this little beard like clinks a little bit. His eyes go wide. He's got like a little crew cut, little buzz cut.
I'm going to gesture like this and then kind of motion away, kind of towards the direction we came from.
His little beard swing.
What's going on here?
And then he's like elbowing his other companion, one of the humans. And the human like looks to you as well too. And they're like,
Are you with these guys? And gestures the Preservation Society.
are you?
No, certainly not.
So you can help us then.
Help you do what?
We're trying to collect some goods in here.
All right.
What did you have in mind?
We're looking for 5 interesting things. 1 for each of us, and then we're splitting out of here.
Interesting things. Anything particularly interesting?
I'm a man who likes a good, solid old bowl, but I'll take gold.
At your command, Elf.
Keep it down, keep it down. These guys, what are you guys doing here?
We will accompany you if you make that 8 interesting things.
Well, I can't speak for the rest of my colleagues, but I'm here on a charity mission, and it looks like there are things that could be of use in charity.
Brought the stick in the mud here.
Guilty as charged.
Keep it down. You guys, these guys are focused on their task, but they have scouts around. There's like 3 spots up on the hills that have a rotating number of people that come through.
Where are they? Can you point them out to us?
He points them out.
He points them out.
You could easily like traverse or travel up these like rock walls, sort of like how you did last time, to take them out. And if you were to take out these 3 spots, then you could probably roam free throughout this encampment.
All right.
Or you could search in each of these little holes and get down to business, but not sure what's going on in each of these holes. This one's just empty. We saw them pull some stuff out.
What do you think we take care of these sentries?
Agreed. It seems prudent to kill the scouts.
Very well.
What do you want to do?
Awaiting your order.
Well, Elarius is a pretty good shot with his bow. So I think what he would recommend is, can you take the far scout? I'll take, I don't know, the next furthest one. Gallivan, can you take care of the third?
Gallivan looks to have a few misgivings about taking these folks out, but he reluctantly agrees.
It may be wise to move as a group,
3-on-1?
perhaps, or
3
at least
times?
2.
I don't want you guys getting a turn of heart when you get up there, too. We're just here to get their goods. Whatever you guys do with them is fine by me, but we've heard about them back in Arventa, and we've seen them out here do rough work as well, too.
I don't leave a job unfinished. If I do, then the job has finished me.
You hail from Arventa?
Yes.
Very well. You know what needs to be done?
So what are you guys doing?
Well, Jagged Edge has been assigned to you, so he's not going to do anything on his own.
Okay.
But he will follow orders.
You said you want me to take the one on the far end.
Can we get like a little...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if we get a visual.
You guys keep working on that plan. Hash out your plan.
Right, so, as I said, he's a mercenary. He's very, like, just basically no personality. Just, like, always straight-faced, always gruff, basically doesn't talk, except to say, like, what should I do? The only thing he suggests is that, he doesn't necessarily feel that his strength is, or maybe you get the feeling, as he suggests, he doesn't necessarily think that his strength would be, 1v multiple, but that he could easily overwhelm people if he was part of a group. So these are the 3 locations.
So yeah, if you guys were, scouting around here for a second, you can see that this is all kind of in a ravine, a valley here that's been excavated and uncovered. And, they're more or less, they're not as clean cut, they're
Scattered.
Yeah, and there's like other rocks in between as well too. If we did one of these, so you can easily just. It's
So it's not one big bowl, but it's got like some
Exactly. Yeah.
humps and-
Exactly. So there's holes on this side, there's holes on this side, and there's folks that are
So there's kind of like canyons and paths through the
right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not as clean cut. So you can imagine there's like one up here,
That's the ones. Can we see the scouts or just their positions?
just their positions.
Okay. And there's no kind of like little towers or nests or any like.
That's what these
structure?
are.
There's a little tower.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
their
okay.
position.
So we can't see them, but we can see like a little wooden watchtower type of thing. Or...
Yeah, there's little encampments. You can imagine there's like wood structures that are digging down and
Oh,
delivering
bridges
sand.
and
Yeah,
such.
bridges
Okay.
and walkways, and
Okay.
it's increased significantly.
So-
There was in progress last time Elarius was here, and then over the ridge, if you guys were to just ignore all this and keep heading further, well, I guess south towards me or whatever, but like, south towards the opposite direction you guys came from, there'd be the sunken castle that he saw just a glimpse of. But he managed to take out 2 of the figures that were inquiring his presence, so word has not actually traveled at all
Nice.
about the castle. So they seem to have doubled down on this area, and they're looking for something significant. And as rumors would have it, these generation elements.
Okay. So with that said, would it be possible to sort of loop around the back, starting with the post over here, and then we work our way in?
That would probably be my plan. Were I to do it alone.
How do we know we can trust you?
Well, we're not with them, gestures to the Preservation Syndicate.
Well, you got to agree to give us whatever you find. We're looking for 5 things.
Sounds great. Let's take care of these guards first.
Fair enough. So you guys want to circle around?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So we're heading over.
Yep. Elarius keeping the bow at the ready.
All right.
You managed to sneak around this first one relatively easy enough, and should this go well, you'll have a greater advantage in sneaking around the other encampments. But for now, you're focusing in on this one tower. So
Are we below, on the level, or above the tower?
right now below, but
Currently
you'd
below.
have to work your way up, and
Right.
you could go back up top, but it would just take a lot more time.
How long do you figure it'll take to get to that position?
If you started climbing from here, not that long. If you decided to go back up and around, it would take you, I don't know, 3 encounter rolls, random
So
encounter
there's
rolls.
only one path,
No, you could climb straight at this one
or
place.
2 paths then.
That are apparent, yeah, unless you can think of a third.
Yeah, up the rocks or okay.
Yeah, go straight up the rocks or go out and come in from the top.
Mhm.
But that's going to take more time, and that could just be random encounter rolls.
Sure. Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
Uh,
If you went up for the random encounter rolls, you just do it. If you're going to do this, we'll have the checks determine if you make it or not.
The direct path, is it obscured from the rest of the posts, or would someone be able to see us climb if we use the direct path?
That's determined by your roll if you can pass it or not. It's going to be strength rolls, just athletic rolls. And if you wanted, you could stop halfway through and dip into a hole and search the hole that way.
I think being able to be hidden and having that hidden is guaranteed, that would probably help our cause.
You will be hidden if you pass the check.
I don't want to leave that to chance, at least not in terms of a roll. I figure if we are able to stand stably and take on whatever encounters come around, going up and around might be the way to go. That's my position.
I mean, I think Elarius would want to take the indirect route if it was safer. So, concur.
Lead the way.
So you guys going to go for the random rolls?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Okay, and we will just to note these guys over here. Those are the 5
Oh, okay. Nice. Looking good.
5 rebels, the 5 vagrants. All right.
Mhm.
Random rolls. 2, nothing yet. You got one. A random encounter. Okay, so let's see. Nice. All right, so
I don't like how you say nice.
yeah, exactly. You see that the guards, their positions are rotating, and in such a way that they seem to be pulling in more support for each of them. Not sure why, not sure what's going on, but you know, if there were 2 guards, now there's 4. You know, all of a sudden they just bring you in extra support. But you make it there in time. You've been all the way around. You're coming in from the top. They don't notice you yet. But the situation, but the situation has changed. And
yeah, all right. So we're up on top here, I guess, right? Kind of tenuous. Maybe I can line
just put it right next to him. Yeah, there you go. Because you guys are crawling over the rocks.
Right, we're crawling in.
I can't see. It's beautiful.
Be like back here, like ready to stab, prod anybody, hack at them with my sword. So,
and you can see that the group over here, you know, there's more members coming to the hole, and you can see them signal, and all of a sudden, you know, they disband and they just scatter into the encampment, and you lose track of them.
And how many enemigos do we find here?
There's 2 of them.
There's 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how are they positioned? Are they like up in the tower? Like, are they obscured? Are they just hanging out? What's their
So
situation?
it's sort of like a pillbox, you know, if you can imagine a sports game type of thing, and there's like a small box, except, you know, they're looking out and across. They're almost observing all the way across this way. These guys are observing that way, and these guys are observing like you guys, you know. It's like everyone's looking across one another, so no one's back is uncovered. And you manage to slip in, up, and around. So these guys don't notice you at all, but you know the other 2s are the ones that would see you from this position. And maybe they have, and you just don't know it.
Okay. So, I mean, would we have a clear shot / attack at them in their current?
You could jump
positioning?
down into the box and get them by surprise, but it would be close quarters. But you could do that easily from where you are.
I mean,
which of the other positions has a bead on this one?
This one. The one opposite.
Is that within bow shot?
Far, right? Is the range of a bow, right? Within
I
sight?
Yeah.
believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's better to just take out these guys and worry about the rest later. If they get pissed off, we can always just run away.
It's true. You guys are in a position to evacuate easily, and even if they did see you, what are they going to do? They're all the way over there.
Right.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, I'm basically equipped to go in and smash one. That's what I do.
Okay.
Jagged edge smash.
That's what Jagged Edge says. Put me in, coach.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I can do. So if you guys want to start taking some pot shots, and then I can go in and finish the other guy off, maybe.
You guys could get into this and do damage without anyone knowing.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
was presuming that
yeah.
they were
No,
watching.
they're not.
Yeah,
no
let's-
one's paying
let's get
attention to
into
you
it.
guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, let's get the drop on them, I guess.
All right. So why don't I? Well, I'm not going to do anything actually because I'm following orders.
I was
What is
gonna say-
Elarius going to do?
I mean, Elarius will gesture to both of you, knock an arrow,
All right,
understanding that we're going to be entering close quarters. Is there a way so loose that arrow on the way down?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You gotta jump down.
Cinematically.
Bah! Yeah. Just pop shot your way in.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to have my longsword stealthily drawn, and I'm going to look at you to give me a target, to assign a target.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith.
Let's go. He's like, needs somebody to cast a spell.
Hey, everyone's taking a preparation action, so.
Yeah.
That's good.
Bad guys are like, hey, what's that angelic voice?
Yeah.
Is that you?
I'm touched by the sound.
I was gonna say your singing practice is actually paying off.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So you cast Shield of Faith.
And it is
Describe it to me.
successful. White blue aura surrounds Gallivan over his cloak and over his body, and almost seems to fall and settle like snow on him before slowly sinking back into his cloth.
Nice. Beautiful. So you're protected by your faith.
Sweet.
Yeah, you can cast that infinitely. Yeah. As long as you make the check. Okay, so you guys jump in.
All right. So I have my target. I guess I'll attack this guy.
I'll take the other one.
Okay.
All right, so you guys get the jump.
Does that give us advantage?
They are surprised. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow! What a way to roll in nat 20. Go ahead, roll another one. Just see it's also a nat 20.
Oh, then again, just an instant kill.
You roll 2 nat 20s.
Oh, 12.
19 over here total.
Okay, and you're jumping in as well.
Yes,
Go for it. What do you use? Are you carrying the spear around?
I am carrying the spear around.
Yeah, it's strange. That cleric priest.
Oh,
Nat 1.
Natural 1.
Isn't it advantage though?
It is.
Right.
I hope it's nat 1 again.
7.
Looks like a 1. So as you guys jump down into the box, go ahead, roll for damage. You roll for damage, and you.
So is it 2 dice? Or what are we doing for nat 20?
Yes, you're gonna roll twice as much damage.
Okay.
Whatever the damage dice is, twice.
Right. So 8 plus 6, because it's 2 rolls. Nice. All right, so 14.
4.
Okay, so Jagged Edge, you manage to jump down, and just the weight of your sword just collapses this Preservation Syndicate scout member's just whole body underneath the weight. Just crumbles down. And as Elarius comes down, he's got his bow knocked in his close quarters, but he fires it off, and it gets the Syndicate member's chest. He yells out a huge cry. He's still standing, though. And just as Gallivan enters the room and just can't quite get his spear into the small pillbox, and it's just kind of caught in, and the pillbox has just become quite a cluster. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, see who gets the jump on who.
And that's
Dex.
again?
This
Dex?
could be, Dex. I got an 8 over here.
19.
All right, 8, 19.
All right.
Odd, we'll go counterclockwise. Elarius, you go first. So you can see that he's trying to regain his footing and doesn't even know what's about to happen. Looks like there's like some signal implements, like, some crank up horn type things.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take another shot.
All right, go for it.
Do it.
Straight to his face.
That's gonna be a 12.
The quarters are so small, you manage to just duck it and just pins up against the wall, shattering the wood. Jagged Edge, you get your bearings.
Can I block the instruments? Can I just position myself between him and the instrument cluster?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be trying to kind of block that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stepping right in front of him. And...
Ooh.
4.
You trip up, and you manage to just scuffle around him, and in fact...
But using a moment from his childhood.
Jagged Edge, tell us about your childhood.
Where
Where'd you come from, Jagged Edge? What'd you do? What'd you
playing
play
with some children, or rather the other children were playing.
Physically playing with the children.
Yeah, no, he was... There
Just
were,
imagine like this big, chunky kid just playing
he's
with
actually
little
not
kids.
that built. He's pretty tall and like muscular, but he's not built. He's not ripped by any means. He's just you would say he has a lot of constitution if you looked at him, but not so much strength.
So he's like a bar of steel.
I guess, yeah, a steel rod, maybe, kind of. So he's standing there, kind of like awkwardly.
As a kid.
With his hands at his side, like watching the other kids, and they're playing, and he like kind of shuffles forward to try and see if he can play too, and they kind of like, loser, like shove him, and they're kind of like laughing at him, and he's just like kind of grumpy. But then one kid comes up to him and really starts picking on him, you know, like right to his face. And he just like looks at the kid and just like kind of jumps up and like tackles his face into the ground and just cracks his head on the ground and knocks him out. He doesn't kill him.
Sure.
They're kids, but and then the others are like, whoa.
What's Jagged's expression?
He just kind of
He was like determined to do
yeah,
it.
just kind of a frown. He's like, fuck you.
Yeah, he
You
just
know.
did it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if it gives him a little bit of a luck or a little bit of advantage.
So he remembers this moment,
And he's like, oh, I'm not taking
knocking
this.
out that kid. Yeah.
This reminds me when I was a kid, like these bullies.
Oh, okay. So it's a
17.
19, and so
Yeah, roll for damage. That moment comes to light.
and that's a 12. No, I'm sorry, 11.
So as you initially miss, and you're like, oh, absolutely not, and you just uppercut him with your hand and just break his jaw, and he just falls down, completely dead.
Nice.
So you have this pillbox secured. You have this thing completely under control, and you see these figures down at your feet. You know, they're classic. They're blue tabards, well preserved, other than an arrow wound and some crushing blows to the neck. You know, it's nothing that if you were interested, you could possibly undertake if need be. You also have the pillbox under your control as well too. There's obviously a warning signal. With a little bit more investigation, maybe you can find something else here. You know that they rotate shifts. Maybe they signal when the shift's over or when it's time for other people to take their shifts as well. I'm open to any other ideas that this pillbox might have as well.
I take the tabard and then put it on.
Okay.
The area is secure.
All right. Let's take that other tabard as well.
So you're gonna give me one?
Yep.
All right. So I just kind of like look at it for a second. Okay.
Bloodied, scuffed up, and you have these two guards there at the bottom. And like Elarius realized last time, like rats in a boat, these guys came over. They were the ones to find the map last time as well. So it seems like they've been here since the day of the Pink Sun as well. So they're actively underway. And a level down from the pillbox, you have a whole row of these openings, these cave holes as well too. So you have a couple options if you wanted to explore those, stay here, or try your best to find the 5 that are milling about the camp. What do you guys want to do?
So Jagged Edge is just gonna kind of wipe off his I don't know, do these guys have like beards or anything? Like hair? Kind of like picks up this guy's like limp head and just wipes his sword off on the end, sticks it in his thing, and just kind of stands there.
Dragon, a little bit of respect, please.
He has like no idea what you're talking about. He's just blankly like.
Anyways,
I say we investigate the excavation below us.
we do owe them some return, don't we?
Indeed. Why don't you two march on either side of me as if you are escorting me officially?
So are we wearing the tabards, or is it us two?
I'm wearing a tabard.
Oh, okay, so you and
Yes.
us. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like a prisoner type of thing, you mean?
Yeah, or a visitor or something.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Elarius'
like Star Wars.
cloak is blue, actually, by virtue of the painted mini in my.
right?
Yeah. But yeah, a little space opera, non-copyright infringing
that's right.
sort of scheme happening here.
The deadly,
classic.
the deadly planet, the space station.
The destructed moon.
That sort of subterfuge, and just making our way from the pillbox to the nearest excavation hole.
Okay. In the hole.
As you guys are just about to enter this, you can see that the 5 have started to scatter about on another hole over here. Now that another shift or another syndication members have finished up digging in here, and they try to scurry in there as well.
Are they waiting for the excavation to finish and then moving in afterwards?
You
Is that
see-
what
yeah,
they appear to be doing?
Yeah. They're like
Alright.
hiding around and moving.
They're like in crates and stuff.
Yeah.
Little boxes.
Yeah. And 2 scout, 3 go in. And they do their best. Sometimes they come out. They couldn't tell. Maybe they were empty-handed. You haven't noticed them pick up anything specifically. As you enter into this horribly dark man-made cave, you can't see anything because it's completely dark and black.
It's very dark. I can't see anything.
Nor can I. I am regrettably without torches.
I do have.
I just like hold one out. I have an extra. I do have 2, if you want.
I mean, Elarius kind of looks at his bow and looks at the torches and is like,
You laid it.
Yeah, you really have to tell this guy what to do.
Jagged, how about I take that from you? Do you have a tinderbox to spare? Or an iron?
He holds out a flint and steel.
Oh, thank you. I take it from him and I light the torch.
marvelous.
Alright, so you will set our timer here for 1 hour of torch time. 1 hour real time. So even if you guys come back out here, you can put your torch out and whatever and let it, like, say you can light this torch back up or whatever, just for this instance, because you might be popping in and out. It's gonna be 1 hour from here. So as you guys navigate into this long, like, chamber, you can see that it's hand carved and very poorly carved, almost in like an act of desperation or an act of survival. It's one that looks focused because it goes on for a long time. There's like little chambers, small chambers that have these intricate patterns carved, and they look like to be fading mosaics as well, like someone's trying to document their memories. And you can definitely tell they're like cave paintings of this castle that was not submerged, and it looks like it's under siege from these figures that are constantly like trying to enter it. And there's just different pictures of these all over, it's like the castle in its grandeur, and then the castle's under siege again, and then a lot of those figures are done, but the castle still remains, and then there's another one where they're trying to siege again too. So it looks like this castle's been under siege for a long time in this specific paintings that you have found.
The rocks have stories.
As you
Does anybody need rations? I guess Jagged Edge is he looks at his backpack. Does anybody need rations?
I'm good.
I'll take 4. I'll take 3.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, how many slots do you want to fill?
I'll fill a slot with 3, right? Yeah.
So he just hands you 3.
Much obliged.
Okay. So looking around, is there anything that we find in here? Any items?
it seems like a lot of scraps from little sleeping sacks and beds and little small chairs made out of rotting woods. It's like these were encampments that were very poorly stocked, very poorly furnished. But amongst some of them, yeah, you find this leather armor and a potion.
We find them together. Okay. I have slots. If you want me to hold them, please. I think I have like
Great.
4 slots. I have 3 right now.
And
Okay, nice. But just to share what they are, you guys feel free to, of course, read those, but I'll hold on for you.
Appreciate that.
You want to read them out for the sake of the
Recording viewing members.
So the potion is a general's potion. This etched obsidian flask contains a mist-like liquid glowing energy. It smells and tastes like fresh rain and flowers. Bonus, gain +2 to charisma for 5 rounds.
Ooh.
all right.
Perfectly.
Thank you.
And the leather armor is Bull's Ruck. This gilded-edged leather armor varies deep strength at a cost. It's +1 leather armor. Enhanced strength once per day. Gain a +2 bonus to strength for 3 rounds. But there is a catch.
Oh.
Elemental amplification. Fire attacks deal 1d4 damage. Plus 1d4 damage. Up to 3d4 additional damage per day.
You receive that?
Fire damage
Yes.
deals an extra d4 damage
Right.
while wearing this armor.
To you.
To you when you are using this bull's power.
Okay, so only when you activate the power you're susceptible
Correct.
to the, to the damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. Seems like a lot of us could use that. Cool. Okay.
So as you guys are
those.
navigating, you can see that there's like small little stairs down, presumably to the first layer of the holes, but you hear some excavators working down there.
Your orders?
And clearly the stuff was not hidden. Like they just didn't. People were here, but they just
Sure.
have. Moving on. No one cares about it.
Right.
While we're in this area of discarded goods, etc., among the more mundane goods, does there happen to be a bowl lying around?
There is a bowl.
All right, let's grab that.
It's cracked.
It's cracked.
Mhm.
Well, we'll grab it for our friend.
Do you want me to hold it? or
And
you
burned.
guys wanna hold it? Oh.
And burned.
Cracked and burned.
Yeah. I still say we take it.
We could say it was part of some long forgotten ritual.
That is true. Yes, adds the value.
If you want, I can put it in my slot, or if you guys have slots. Whatever.
I have slots.
Okay. Cracked, burned, shitty bowl. Bowl of shit.
This is what we came for, guys. Let's leave.
So what do you guys do? Go back or go down the stairs?
No, let's check out the excavation sounds.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So heading down the passageway, you feel the presence of a few of Syndicate members chiseling, working away. There's probably 5 of them. And more coming in and out. It's like a constant 5 are around.
So
But
I've
there's
got,
there's stuff around, and they're just they're working, and
I've got one hand on my sword. Actually, I have a shield also. I have a mithril shield.
Ah,
okay.
Purchased by Hermit Rock.
So that'll change your armor class when you wear it.
I
believe, right?
think that's factored in.
Oh, okay.
Because I have like really crappy armor class.
Okay.
So I think that's already factored into the number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in relation to the Preservation Syndicate workers, where is the stuff that they have excavated? Is there like a pile anywhere near us? Is there anything within reach?
No, there's not here. They're taking it, mainly taking it out, but there's stuff discarded around, but not near you.
Not near us.
Yeah, like crates of stuff on the opposite end of the room. There's, boxes of stuff that need to be taken out by the entryway, rocks and rubble and pickaxes
And there's another point of entry into this
Yep,
chamber
yep,
that
yep.
they are coming and going from?
Yep.
So I'm just
How
standing there like this,
frequently?
wait.
How frequently are they coming and going?
You can time it, but it's, you can time it.
What?
We are disguised as well, two of us.
That is true.
I forgot about that.
Stupid Jagged Edge is the one turned out.
Oh.
Oh, we have disguises.
Yeah, you guys
No, that's
do
me
that,
talking,
too.
not the character.
Possible interesting time to use the General's Potion.
Hey guys.
Up to you.
Charm 'em. Not me. I mean, I've got 11 charisma, so.
Oh, I haven't looked at this character in a while.
How much does
Don't look at it numerically. Look at it narratively.
yeah? Well, that is the new.
It's true,
The
it's
numbers are informing the narrative.
That is
I'm just
true.
saying,
That is
no
fine.
wonder Gallivan's a terrible priest and conversion
His
person.
charisma is terrible.
Mission,
I would,
yeah.
I would vote it.
Mission
Yeah, I
work
would
sucks.
vote that we should use that on Herman when we get the chance, because he has like 16 or something. It's pretty good.
There you go.
It's not permanent though.
No, but it's for like an interaction, right?
Yeah,
To,
yeah.
like, get you over the hump. Oh, is it one use? Yeah, I
Yeah,
assume,
that's
right?
one
You
use,
just
yeah.
like slug it back.
Shall we continue the ploy? Would it be possible for you two to go grab a chest or a crate and bring it back this way? And in the meantime, I will keep my bow at the ready in case anybody bats a wayward eye.
As you wish.
Very well.
Shall we?
I
So
move
I just
forward.
start
Yep.
heading in. Not like super brashly, but
With purpose.
yeah, just not really hiding.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, calm it down just a little bit.
So as you start your way
Strolling
through,
in towards a
you
chest.
can see some of the other syndication members. They look up and notice you.
I just kind of like a very robotic wave.
Hey, grab this box.
Do we see? Are there like any nice looking chests?
He's handing you one. He's handing you one.
Oh, isn't that pretty nice? Or
Nah, it's just like a wooden crate filled with like, some rocks and rubbles and refuse and
Take it.
yeah, bring it over. We gotta bring it to the next room. You can see he's like pointing like to a hallway that's like obscured, and it's connected to another one of these first level entryway.
We must fulfill the mission.
yes, I have to bring it back that way. I've been given an order.
Yeah, there's a sorting room over there. We're gonna sort through this box.
Your objective has been changed.
Fine. So all right, I'll walk over to the room.
Hey, wait a minute. Well, empty room in there. Fill up that box. We want to make sure it's.
You gave it to me. Just walk in there.
Yeah, you start heading over, and you can see that are you going with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, the two of them. They are down in a center. Who's got the torch?
Gallivan.
I do.
Okay.
But they have, sure,
Yeah,
they have
of course,
some lights, right?
Just
I
making
think.
sure.
Yeah.
So you're just
I'm
shrouded in
just
darkness there.
And
And you can see them walking
Waiting
down a
for
hallway separate from the entrance, separate from the stairwell that you guys just came down, and they're walking
Yeah.
deeper into.
I mean, I'm just hiding and hunkering down.
Yeah. Mhm.
So where do we end up?
So you end up in another room, and you can see that there's like more of these like cave paintings as well. But this time the castle is like, it looks like it has like legs, and it can just like almost in an animation, like the castle's here, and the castle's there, and the castle's there. And by that last frame, you can see that there's like the jagged maw is like a clear representation of an area, and then the castle is just like bunkered down, like its legs have like dug into the ground.
Not that Elarius is there, but for narrative purposes, can you describe these legs? Are we talking like centipede legs? Are we talking like beefy human legs? Are we talking like chicken legs?
Yeah, big bodybuilder legs, like anthropomorphic castle with just these human legs. Is that what you're looking for?
I don't know. You tell me.
I almost imagine it like spider legs, but they're made of stone. They're like, yeah, they're like actual spider
That's
legs.
cool.
But they are a part of the castle itself. So not castle, these two little legs sticking out. Because that's fine. It's a good question. That's a good question.
It's important.
It's very important to delineate. Make sure we're all on the same imagination page.
Different
Yeah,
legs
yeah.
in each thing.
Say again?
It's got like different legs in each picture.
There's like multiple human legs like moving in different directions. No, not that at all.
It's like somebody wearing a box.
yeah, exactly.
Castle like that.
It's like a little cardboard cutout.
Yeah, it's not related to the castle at all.
Oh my
It's
god.
like the Metal Gear Solid box. Like hiding in the box.
Not that at all.
All right, okay.
No, it's like it looks
Centuries
very
ago.
much depicted
Howl's
to
Moving
be.
Castle.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I mean, animated Japanese castle.
Right, exactly.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So I'm just in the room.
Is there anyone else in the room? Aside from
Yes,
us?
there's other sorters there. They're going through different boxes and they're looking things, and a
So
lot of it's like broken, cracked stuff.
let's have a look through and see if we can find anything. Then. So start digging through the box.
All right. Yeah, you find a very interesting thing. You find it's almost like this metal cylindrical tube with a wire, like a metal copper wire sticking out of it. You know it's a wand, but the way it's shaped, it's just like a cylindrical can tube with like a metal wire sticking out of it. But you know it's magical.
Jagged save that quickly.
So I'm just kind of like put it inside my cloak or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll just call it wand. Do we have a name for it?
We're gonna do sending wand.
Sending wand. Okay. This box is empty. I think we need a new box.
Yes, we do. Let's go back and get another one then.
And you can see there's other syndicate members there.
So we're kind of going back in.
Hey, wait a minute. He's like pointing over to this other stuff. No, that stuff's gotta go over there. You guys gotta stay here. Make sure the stuff gets put away.
We were told to drop it off. That's it. That's what we were told. Drop it.
We need more sorters here.
We're gonna bring more sorters. There are many sorters in the other room.
So you aren't noticed, Elarius, in the other stairwell, but you can see that there are more people coming into this area
What are these
from the
people?
main entrance.
Do they look like more workers?
No.
Okay.
Do we see them going by us?
No, because you guys are in the other room, like adjacent to all of this.
Are they coming
No.
past like where we entered?
So
Is
if you guys were here, then Elarius is over here. You guys went over here, but you're inside this building.
Yeah.
So if you were to walk out
So
of
they're
this one,
passing us here. There's like a middle chamber.
right,
Oh, okay.
right.
Alright, so there's a third passage.
Yeah, that you guys went across the way, and there was a chamber. Like,
Okay.
And they haven't noticed me.
no, you are not noticed.
So I'm like, yes. Thank you.
No, we need. There are more sorters. You're the sorters. You guys got to stay here, sort this stuff out.
Yes, absolutely. We will stay here and sort this out.
Fine. So what do we do? Just like sort shit?
Yeah, you guys are sorting shit.
Are we finding things in this or no?
There's cracked little bits of cutlery and like broken pieces of pottery, nobles. There's all these little things of peoples that were doing their best to bring whatever they could here for as long as they could have.
Josiah Carver would be proud. Let's make our way out. Jagged, I think our work here is done. Let's go ahead and regroup with the rest of the digging team, shall we?
Agreed.
What are you doing? They're sorting.
I again just continuing to hide, waiting for them to come back.
I think we're gonna try and make our way back.
Yeah. So you start sorting after a while. You've been there for some time, and you haven't been seen, but you know that there's figures. And as you come back to the main chamber, you can see there are these larger, we'll call them the guards, for lack of a better term. There's the workers and the guards that you've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
And the guards that you dispatched up at the pillbox, these guys look very much equipped in the same way as them.
Two of them.
Two of them, yeah.
Okay.
Does Elarius see these two?
Yeah, those are the ones that walked in. Yeah.
Do I have line of sight to them right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And you can see that your companions are now entered back into this main chamber.
All right.
And we're heading.
It's up to you guys. Either the stairwell where Elarius is, or out this main hallway. But Elarius,
Which way avoids the guards?
back to the stairwell.
Oh, so they wouldn't see us if we snuck back to Elarius.
They're looking over everything now.
Yeah.
They could see you,
Maybe we'll.
but they don't notice you two.
Can I douse the torch so that I will
Did what?
so that I will hopefully not show off as a light marching away from the
There's
woods?
light around everywhere. It's all mixed in.
They
Okay,
wouldn't
fine.
really like bat an eye.
Yeah.
Okay. For that.
Let's move back then.
Yeah, I say maybe we'll just try and kind of work our way over there as if we're like maybe
I just wanted the crowd.
shifting some stuff and walking through and
Yeah.
looking down and getting back to the stairwell.
As you enter the stairwell, you hear the guards like, "You two there! We need to reposition you. This whole encampment's getting shut down for tonight. We've had some issues up above. Everyone out.
Okay, we'll be right there. We forgot our tools here.
We'll have someone else get them. We need you to everyone leave now.
Are the other workers leaving?
Yeah. They seem
So
like the guards have
everyone's
been telling people one-on-one, and they see you like trying to go up. Time to get out of here.
Okay, thank you.
Let's follow them, yes.
So, what are the guards doing? Are they watching us?
They're surveying the area, but seeing you guys try to go like up the stairs. No. Like they're corralling everyone out, and everyone's like grabbing boxes and work's not over, but you're just done here. We need you at the site B in the middle.
And how many workers are left in the general area?
5, 4,
It's not
3. They're
like
slowly ticking.
Raising
down.
any bells that I have like heavily armed. That doesn't really. It's big spear sticking out and a long sword and a shield.
It's another preservation implement, yes.
Yes, we found these. Yeah. Okay.
We gotta sort these.
Yeah.
I'll follow. Let's follow the map. Yes, let's follow our.
I mean, these guys aren't like priests. Everyone got pickaxes. Everyone's got pickaxes
Everybody's
and
got
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll follow you. I'll say, well, if that is my directive, I will leave. Kind of like
You're
looking
in
over to the
trouble.
stairwell.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point,
Can I see any signal that would
That's-
maybe appease my mind?
Caw-caw.
Like a little like, yeah,
A little
from the
smiling
shadows.
teeth in the dark.
A little wink.
you see the glint of a broadhead being raised
Okay.
as Elarius levels his bow at one of these guards, who I assume still does not know he's there,
Correct.
and looses an arrow.
And looses an arrow.
Jibba? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, use that
Sure.
D12. Yeah. So wait, because you have advantage, they don't know that you're there.
I'm asking if that's...
Just making sure. Yeah.
We're doing that, yeah.
Okay, so the arrow, you can see this broad head of an arrow come out of the darkness.
22.
And you land a hit, roll for damage.
Which one did you shoot?
Sure.
This guy?
Yeah.
All right.
11. Sorry, 10, not 11.
You see that it's bleeding profusely, but he's like, one of his knees bends, but he's still on his feet.
So hearing that, even though I've kind of like walked past him, I'm gonna kind of try and draw and just
All right, roll initiative.
spin around and
Here we go.
Crack.
Oh, good gee.
19.
19 the highest. Odd, going counterclockwise. All right,
Right.
you get jagged
Is
edge.
that 19? Blah, 13.
Oh, you hit the guard successfully. Roll for damage. Your
Okay.
sword, you managed to keep the weight. Is this the one that he hit with the arrow?
Yes, so I'm just spinning around with 9 damage.
Yeah, he's spinning
and
around,
tracking him in the face.
It's enough to take him down, and he falls to the ground. And now this last guard's like caught by surprise, and he has his longsword as well, and he's assessing the situation. His arrow, but he's got hit by an arrow out of the darkness. He starts to book it down the main chamber. He's not sticking around at all.
So he's going this way. Past his dead buddy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's like heading down that long hallway to the chamber. Even with a double move, he's like almost out.
Gallivan.
I'm on it. I was gonna say, will I be able to catch up to him if I move and attack?
No,
No.
he's double near away.
Chuck the sword at him.
The
Or the
spear.
spear.
Oh, I guess I can check the spear at him. Okay, fair enough. It likes that number, doesn't it?
I forgot to mention in all of this, you have this.
Oh.
I've got to push this on you guys as well
yeah.
too. This thing has been cooking too.
All right.
You also have your campfire.
I will, in fact, go for my campfire. So, the prompt again?
It's a moment around a campfire, either by yourself or with the people at the table tonight. A heartfelt moment.
I remember a moment that I've had with Elarius, and I asked him, you've mentioned having spiritual experiences while you've been here. Have there been other experiences that you've had outside of Arventa, outside of this island?
In my many centuries on this planet, I have seen many strange things. I have felt many strange things. I feel like the world itself is a source of spiritual energy. I feel it beneath my feet. I smell it in the air. I hear it in the rustling of the leaves.
It's funny that you mentioned that. As a believer of Geed, we believe that Geed is above all and in all and through all. And so that even in the slightest whispers of the wind, even out here on the Shrine of Whispered Prayers, we hear her. So I hope that you'll have more of those.
Indeed, and likewise.
So
Let's see, will that little moment of faith around the fire help you in this moment of need?
okay. All right.
17!
Let's do it. All right. So
But you could get a critical.
not yet. I'm
I'm really trying. Alright, so you land a hit.
5.
Okay, so you throw the spear and it gets him in the back, and he's staggering and stumbling, but he's still on his feet. Elarius, you see this?
Yeah.
Get
Yeah, or not. That's a 7 total.
You have your obelisk.
There goes my spear.
What is the prompt of the obelisk?
Of your position in the old world, what your rank and file was, your place of business, what was your position in the old world?
Elarius was used as a scout for the legions, even though that's not his background. And in that endeavor, he preferred to keep his distance, keep a low profile. Most of the time, he would just observe and report, but on rare occasion, he would find himself in a scrap. And he is reminded of one time where his position was spotted, and there was an enemy sentry who made haste in an attempt to warn his camp, and Elarius had to dispatch of that individual. And because of the distance, he had to very greatly lead his target and adjust the angle for the arrow, and he was successful. And in remembering that, he ever so subtly raises his original point of aim and looses the arrow.
Let's see if it works for him tonight.
20.
There's another 17. Look at these luck tokens, bringing you to 17s. And sure enough, your arrow lands.
It's gonna be 5.
How much damage did you do?
5.
Ooh. You had 11 hit points, folks. He's falling down. He's dragging.
So he's like kind of dragging himself.
Oh man, he's like almost out.
Can I re-roll that on his behalf with the Oris?
If you want, you can reroll any die with the
I mean, I
Oris.
still have my turn to finish him off.
Oh,
if you
fair
have
enough.
something in mind,
No.
I want to jump in the middle.
I completely forgot. Go for it.
But I think with my move and attack, I can
Yeah,
get it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, he seems like he's like not going anywhere, right?
He's
like,
double near away.
double near.
Yeah, because he fully ran away from you guys.
Okay. So what if I have a 10-foot pole in my bag here,
Okay.
which I happen to have,
Sure.
and so I take out the pole and like reach over and kind of like press him against the wall,
So
to stop him from moving.
So he's double near away. If
Right.
you move near, he's still near away from you.
But surely this long,
It's long-
pole
it's
is
longer than
near.
It's longer than 10 feet. He's more than 10 feet away. I will let you throw the pole as a spear, and if you hit him, you will do 1 point of damage. Yeah, you want to tick him with it.
So what is that?
It's going to be a dex check. It's going to be like
God.
throwing a spear.
Okay.
For this, let's see.
Let's
Can
see if we
this
can get this.
this savage mercenary kill someone with a 10-foot pole? I
I've
hope.
somehow been carrying around.
Yeah, this huge pole, just like
clank in his little hallways.
yeah.
If you miss, I have my 60-foot pole.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right.
All right. Okay, that is a 16. So
Go ahead, describe this.
I hold this enormous
This
wooden
ladder
pole out of my.
is this big.
It's like a tree. Just pull this out of my back.
Like the mask, I just see the mask.
You're not going anywhere. So I just like, kind of like with a grunt, just hurl it down the hallway.
And you take a core sample out of it. You just penetrate it with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
This is the episode where it goes off the rails, folks.
We could say it has a variable size for whatever purpose. So we can say that in this case it's just a large,
If
large.
anything, I would say you can pick up a 10-foot pole. It was right there in this excavation site as a tool.
This is a real thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, I know. I understand. It's always the funny 10-foot pole. How am I carrying this thing? Yeah,
I don't know.
One day we're gonna go to Home Depot, put 10-foot poles on our backs, and start walking around and see what it's like.
That's like
mini,
a
mini
baton.
session right there.
Well,
right?
it's not even near, so
Right, but you just
everything
whip
is
it.
double near in this space.
No,
It's all right.
in your act of desperation, you manage to throw this wooden pole and skewer this guy as he's right at the edge of the entryway to this.
Miraculously, with my crappy
Camera.
dexterity, I think I've just pissed off that he's gonna get away. So, in my rage,
Yeah, what is your dex? 7. Oh my god,
so
what'd you roll?
-2. I rolled an 18.
Oh my goodness! Wow,
I was pissed.
Yeah, wow.
This guy had to go. So,
You
I
did
guess
it.
it just like hits him right in his wound. And
Oh yeah, I could just see it just severing, just hurting him. Getting hit with a pole. It's like a spear without a point. It's-
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the pole and pull him back out of the light.
Yeah, it's like his hand falls out of the cave in the sunlight, and you just drag him back in.
Just hauling it in by the pole. Does anybody have some rope we can lasso the pole?
He's doing it by a spear.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Oh, you're
spear.
pulling it by his
Well,
yeah.
No. I imagined the pole's longer
Oh,
than
you
the
take-
spear, so I'm
right.
taking him by the pole and I'm just like dragging
Slowly him, pulling
Yeah.
back in. Yeah, so you happen to be the last of the workers here as the guards were ushering you guys out. So sure enough, you managed to neutralize this potential threat
Right, nice.
and keep yourself under wraps here.
Excellent.
Stuff them in the box. Find an empty box. Stuff them both in the boxes.
I like it. As we're doing that, can we see if they have anything interesting on their persons?
You could get a disguise.
Oh, there's an idea.
I would love to find the least bloody tabard.
It's the core sample one. Some strange.
The cleanest one.
He just shot out and
Yeah,
It's like a cannonball in the middle.
Blown out of one.
I like the idea also that the pole has like a little cup so that you were able to like grab the end of the spear, like, maneuver him back in. It's very dexterous pole.
Oh
It
my
needs to be. It's like an
god.
elephant drug.
Yeah, it would probably be that first one.
Yeah,
No,
let's. I am now dressed
You're now-
similarly to the guards in these two.
Great.
Yeah, you can see that they have, long swords. They're regular arms and equipment. They have chainmail on them as well. They seem to have some arrows, a few arrows, bundles of arrows.
I will gladly take a longsword in that chainmail.
And they have actually a itinerary of the guard shifts for the posts. And you can see that there's someone supposed to go to the post that you neutralized very soon.
Interesting. Is there an indication as to where said guards would be coming from? Will there be a deficit of guards?
You don't
At
know
one
that. No,
side
it's just
now?
like Tower A, 11:45, next shift.
Okay,
like
okay,
11:30,
so-
whatever. At 12:30. Sort of like a Tower ABC, and when the shifts are supposed to change.
Got it.
But how they get there, they could come through here. Apparently,
Got it. All right, well,
probably through here from the looks of it. Yeah, up the stairwell and through the pillbox.
Ah. Do we have? So they have this shift that says. Does it say that their assignment is Tower A?
No.
Okay, it just
All
says
right.
whatever. Are there any names of guards or like how many guards there are?
okay. Do we want to move on to the next tower?
Your call.
Yes.
All right, let's exit.
You could either move on to the next tower or go to the pillbox and encounter the next guard shift.
If it's not them that we just killed.
Sure, right. That's something you don't know. It doesn't seem like they were.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything that would come, anything good that would come of us eliminating the other guards?
We may be able to ambush.
Or pose as the guards in the pillbox, everything's A-okay.
Yeah.
And then go to your next shift.
I am actually thinking we should go back to that pillbox because we didn't do anything with the bodies there.
Same for here as well, too.
Well, here,
Well,
we
No,
just
you
suffered
suffered
an
a song
increase.
stuff.
yeah, it's not hit him.
Yeah.
It's just pools of blood everywhere. Everything's just covered in blood.
Yeah, it's
We're
like-
no.
Nothing to see here.
Worker accident.
Yeah, no, I would like to avoid an alarm being raised
Right,
when
right.
those other bodies are found, so let's actually scoot back up to the pillbox.
So far, you guys are doing a great job of
Sounds
keeping
good.
the alertness neutralized.
So are we back at the pillbox now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do we want to do with these guards? Can we shove them in the sand or something?
You could, yeah, if you wanted to, yeah. Just an easy way to get rid of them, either
Right.
up above or put it back in the boxes as well, too. Like, yeah, tons
Yeah.
of options.
Boxes.
Let's hide the bodies in the boxes. I would also love to disable this alarm.
Okay, yeah. You can do
Like
that.
by force. If you want to hit it, give it a whack.
tell me.
Well, should we try to disable it as subtly as possible? So,
Yeah, it's a good call.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, if it's just absolutely destroyed, folks won't know.
Yeah.
You, like, disconnect
there
the wires.
Yeah,
type
well,
of
right,
thing.
yeah. Is there like a
It's
like a
the
rope
hand,
we
it's like
can
a
cut
hand
or
crank.
something?
It's like a hand crank type of column.
Oh, it's like
yeah. So you could like disconnect the mechanism, so you could crank it, but it's not turning any of the sounding.
Yeah.
Take the ears
That
out.
sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Just take out the ears.
And as you guys are doing this, you notice off in the distance your 5, rebels are sneaking into this middle section as well, and they do not see the guards coming from around the bend. The two that are on watch.
So hang on. So these two are here. Can we see them?
Yeah, they're fine. I'm talking about like on the ground. There's 2 more like
just a
syndicate
patrol.
workers. Yeah, they're just
Patrol.
coming through, and you can see that they're they're looking around, but they don't notice these other people are gonna see it.
Should we sound the alarm at this tower?
Bro, put it back. You're already taking it apart.
Yeah.
And now you do like.
I think we have to see how this plays out.
I mean, so do we see anybody coming to relieve this tower? Do we see any guards walking around coming to this tower?
No.
Okay, so
With Elarius, I'd say wait and see.
Yeah. Okay. The guards are getting closer.
Do we see anything happening in that vicinity?
Workers, people patrolling. There's more in here than obviously the miniatures. You can imagine this is an active
Sure.
work.
Yeah.
can we like take a plank, gangplank to cross, or do we have to go down and around?
Oh, it's
and
too
up?
huge for that. Yeah.
There's no bridge
No.
type thing connecting these. Okay.
I ready a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll ready an arrow. Still want to see how they move in relation to each other. I think is where
I'll do nothing.
You see the guards getting closer now, and as they turn the corner, they're pointing out the dwarf and the human standing out front there.
Are they within bow/crossbow
Far, yeah,
range?
as far as you can see.
Yeah.
Are they in view of the other guard post of this one over here? So if we take them down, will these guys see?
Yes, but they're not looking right now.
Okay.
So there's nothing I can do. I mean, I got this pole here.
If it worked once, it'll work twice.
Okay,
If we were
what are you guys doing? Time's ticking.
all right from our position, do we have a clear way down?
Other than jumping
other than jumping?
and climbing? It's rough. You could make a way the same way you guys could come up. You could go
Yeah.
down, but it's not like a
It's not like a
supposed way.
moving fire sort of situation. It would be like, this is what we're dedicating our...
yeah. You'd have to tactically move your way down. There's no stairwells. There's no
Okay.
ladders.
There's no like slope of sand that we can
Yeah.
slide down.
Unless you want to. Leave it up to a
It'd be
roll.
pretty sick if there was a slope of sand.
There's a slope of sand, but you'd have to navigate a successful check to keep your bearings to get your attack off. I'm not going to deny it. It's just like you would gain
Sure.
a disadvantage if it doesn't go your way.
Sure.
I mean, you can move and attack. It's not one or the other per turn.
Right. I was just, with respect to the terrain, I didn't know how that was going to play out. Yeah.
Guards will find them in this amount of time.
All right. Let's wait until they seem to notice our friends and head towards them, and then fire at the same time.
You guys are still wearing uniforms too, by the way.
Would we be able to get down? How much time would it take to get down there?
This much time. So they'll get there. So you want to get there, you can get there. This is an abstract time. This is
Right.
real time. They will find them in this amount of real
Let's
time.
make some calls here, guys.
All right,
Exactly.
All right,
So you can make that if you wanted to. Yes, because
Yeah.
you just do it.
all right. Let's do it.
That's all I ask.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's the plan?
The plan is to approach them as if we are on official business. They are our guests at the dig site.
Okay, so as you guys are making your way down, you have the torch lit, and inside the inner chamber, you see that there's the guards patrol, the switch duty coming in to replace the pillbox.
Oh, our pillbox.
Yeah. Hey, you guys are leaving your shift early.
We're going down to investigate our friends down there. There are 2 unidentified folks down at the bottom. Have a look.
Yeah, I know, but you got to follow the schedule. There's a certain amount of time you guys got to stay there till the last
We're
time you
told
guys
to leave. The guards just told us to leave. It's a stay or leave. Can we please have some clarity?
Yeah, are you our replacements?
Yeah, we're supposed to replace you up at the pillbox. We're going to go through the check routine, make sure everything's in order.
Both of you go and investigate our friend here. I'll go and stay with our colleagues and make sure that the watch is turned over efficiently. Yes?
Good plan.
So you head out.
I head back with them. Can I walk behind them?
So you're going up to the pillbox?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And you guys go out front. Time's ticking.
Okay.
I assume, yeah. So just in the nick of time, as this sand timer runs out, you guys make your way as the guards are coming towards these rebels, as we've been calling them, as Elarius and Jagged Edge make their way to this central station here, this central encampment.
Hey, you were supposed to stay along the tour route. Why did you deviate from the path?
Who are you yelling this to?
Our friends who are being discovered here.
What'd you yell?
Come back and rejoin. Come back to the tour path.
The tour path.
Yeah. Don't you know you're not supposed to wander off?
At first, they're like a little startled seeing two of these figures. They're like, alerting the people in the cave, and then they like do a little like, what the, like we recognize you, but
A little heavy winking going on.
but these two, guards that have spotted them and they're coming around to investigate.
It's okay. They're with us.
What's going on here? The opposite guards. What's going on here? And now the dwarf and the human, they look back and they see, oh my God, there were guards like coming up on our flank. We weren't paying attention, and they're just like deer in headlights. And the other guards are speaking up now. What do you mean they're with you?
They're with us. This entire time, we're still walking towards them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you mean they're with you?
Yeah, they were on they're visitors. They're honored guests.
Visitors? Honored guests? For what?
They were in on the boat from Arventa.
Arventa? Thought we left that place behind. Are they here for the shrine?
The shrine, yes.
Because the shrine's not in the middle one. It's in C encampment over there.
That's what I was saying. They left their designated path.
Oh, well, if they're honored guests, well, then we need to show them the way. Cruel Talk would want to make sure this shrine gets looked at.
Okay, then why don't you lead the way? We'll follow behind to make sure they don't deviate from their course.
You see the dwarf he's just wide-eyed, like going from one guy, going, they're like literally in the middle of these two Preservation Syndicate garbed figures. They're just nodding. And then the guards that you guys have encountered. All right, yeah, we'll lead the way. It's gonna be, this one's a little bit trickier. The passageways are a lot narrow.
There were other guests, or was it just them?
It's a good question. Just two so far.
Pretty sure it's just these two.
Really? It might be good to have a whole group to check out the shrine.
I love this. You sure there were more?
Just to more than
you're like, you see like the dwarf's like, you're like constantly changing, nodding, and shaking his head, and like going back and forth with you two. Are there any more? Are you sure?
Might be good in case there were any need for more people.
Oh, you know what?
In the narrow passageway.
There were more visitors. Do you recall where you last saw them?
Dwarf's like looking around like, what do you want to say?
Well, that's fine. Maybe if I'm remembering wrong and there weren't any others, if there were others, they could find us later. In the sea over there. Sea.
In the sea.
Sea.
The sea. Encampment sea.
I'm so confused.
But, all right, time. I'm trying to say we could have...
You're trying to get the rest of the three members that are inside here. Yeah, no, I agree.
In the home.
No, I agree. It's just trying to subtly convey that is why this is a beautiful thing. Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Can we kill these guys in the hallway? With a large group of people.
Right,
Just
but
overall.
I think what Elarius, if I can speak for Elarius,
I don't know.
is trying to cover up the fact that there's more people inside
Right,
this
maybe
big
they
encampment.
ambush
Right. Is
later.
Elarius sure there's more? Nope. Are you sure? Wouldn't it be better if there were more? Oh yeah, you're right, silly me.
I don't know, you tell me. Maybe I'm wrong and remember wrong.
You know what? I think we forgot something in there. Let's go in there.
Yes, okay, let's go in. Come on, you two.
No. Let's go. The 200 guests sea encampment. Let's take you to the shrine right now.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, why don't you two turn around and lead the way?
Yeah, here you go. Let me just take my helmet off, put it under my arms, get hot out of here. Here, can you hold this cudgel for me? Let me just shave the back of my neck. So you guys start heading towards sea encampment, where we cut to the pillbox up top here, in which you can see Gallivan entering the pillbox with these other two guards, and they are looking over the lens. This is sort of happening simultaneously. You can see the dwarf nodding and then shaking his head, like all this simultaneously happening up while you're up at the pillbox. You see the two guards. They're like looking over. Okay, follow the protocol. We're gonna go through the checklist.
Okay, very well. I assume we're going to go ahead and check the signals first.
Yep.
All right.
You know what to do. Lead us.
All right, so I go to the signal and I'm going to try to turn it.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no sound.
Giving it right away. Nice.
And as you start to go through, no. That's step 2. What's step 1?
Step 1. You'll have to forgive me. I'm new to the position.
I know, you guys, we just had a new shipment of folks in. This whole thing's going double duty, but we gotta go through the protocol.
Right, and I'm having trouble remembering the protocol, so if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, step 1 is to ensure that the pillbox is completely stably sound. These things are very weak.
All right, very good. I'll go ahead and inspect that then. While I'm going around the pillbox, are there any weak points that I can identify?
Yeah, and in fact, you notice that you like in securing the pillbox and making sure everything's set, you like see, if this was like an IKEA project, you say, point B with the cross section, you could easily, you know how the structural key points of these pillboxes, they seem very
Because of building the pergola, Gallivan would actually have a very, detailed experience with IKEA, wooden.
Oh, that's how the 214th operates, right? With IKEA pergolas, not craftsman monastic wood crafting. It's IKEA.
Come in a box like this. Build
If it is craftsman, this is like child's play. So get away.
I was gonna say, Geed's really cutting back, isn't she?
She's got a world to spread, we gotta make things pretty cost effective here. So
I would say there's
investigate-
actually an advantage in this, where you could really do some damage due to that existing.
Oh, big time!
knowledge.
Yeah. You significantly got a total like structural analysis of this whole box, like Sherlock style. Like, this thing would pull this thing, and the way it's supported underneath. Yeah, you could just pull this thing, the whole pillbox would fall.
And they're still in there, right?
Yeah, they're looking. Yeah, they're like going through everything, checking things out.
Wait, are they in the pillbox while I'm inspecting it, or are they following me around?
No, they're in the pillbox. Inspecting.
Stop making
Okay.
this hard on yourself.
Okay, I want to be sure before I go ahead and take the mace and I run it through that with the smoke. Okay, so cool. If they're still there inspecting that, I take my mace, I wind up, and I go for that structural weak spot.
Okay, you're just gonna smash it. Go ahead, roll.
Okay.
Don't roll a 1.
Okay.
Ooh, it's pretty damn close to a 1. Oh, Gallivan, I light him up. Yeah, squints his eye, a little sand in his eye.
I let the mace go on release.
Yeah, right. Slips out of your hand. So, as you guys are walking into the shrine, into the encampment C, you just hear and a whole pillbox set over at A encampment just crumbles and shatters and splinters, and you just these 2 guards just fall to the ground.
Oh wow!
As you guys go in, and the guards that are leading the way, they like look back, like, oh my god, and, he's a little like startled, but at the same time, like, I knew these things aren't, we had some integrity. That's why we make it step 1.
Okay, so we are in the hallway.
And they're like, yeah, the shrine's right here. Go ahead, take your honor guests in there. And we gotta go check out B and C, and you can see that B over here is like looking over at A. And what does Gallivan do?
I go and head down the stairs. Can I find a route from around this to meet up with the sea encampment? Like, essentially not crossing by the inspected areas.
It will take you some time.
Okay, I will cross the inspected areas then.
So you're gonna go back in and down, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you go back in and you go back down, and as you come out, you can see there's a lot of commotion. There's workers, there's people gathered around the fallen pillbox, and people, some other armored guards are coming by to try to like check everything out and stuff as well too. And they notice you. Oh, they know. They see you coming out, and they're like, "What's the meaning of this?"
I saw it go. I was running around the pillbox to inspect in step 1, and next thing you know, it let go. The cross member at the very center of the pillbox, that's that stabilization point that we've been talking about for ages, has let go.
This is unheard of. You caught us by surprise. What can we do? We need to make sure this is under wraps. You were a leave from duty, or were you a new person on shift?
I was new on shift. They were showing me the procedure. They asked me to go around, and as I went around, it went.
Well, someone's gonna have to watch here. This whole thing has been shut down if they didn't issue that order. There's been issues going on here. We've got reports of some vandalism and some troublemaking going on here. This whole thing's shut down.
I can remain here and secure the area.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to go to the sea encampment as well too.
Am I being reassigned, sir?
Yes.
All right. Very well. On off.
You can see that they're keeping an eye on you, and they're tending to the pillbox. Meanwhile, at the shrine, you guys enter into this encampment, and you can see that unlike the other ones, this one has a little bit more time and attention put into it. There are these like marble tiles that have been put into place. Everything else looks like desperate. Like, carve us a room to sleep in. Carve us a place to keep us warm and dry. This is one that has been like, we're putting up these marble tiles. We're taking extra effort to make this more exonerated, more renowned. And obviously now that's kind of been dug out and stuff, you can see that it has been scratched up and destroyed and beat up along the way. And you can see within it there are like people that are laid down, petrified, like they were buried alive in here, and their remains were found.
What are your orders?
So our escorting guards
Yeah, you
are
can see the
still...
dwarf as no, they left to go to tend to the pillbox.
Oh,
Yeah, they're like,
okay,
here's the
so
shrine,
we're-
here you go. Take your honored guest in. And the dwarf and the human come in. And it's like, oh my god. His name's Toshish.
So I'm, Jagged Edge is a little pissed off. He's like, it's kind of frowning. Just like,
Well, friends, I'm sorry to have gotten you into this mess, but it was the best thing I could do under the circumstances.
I can't believe what's going on here. You guys are switching back and forth. I didn't know who was what to say or what to do. And then that pillbox comes crashing down. What?
you shut up. This is your fault. You got caught. Now we're here. This is not our directive. Or not mine, at least.
You guys got an oiled machine going on here. You're pulling tricks upon tricks. Who are you guys?
Elf, what is your order? Is this part of your mission?
While this is not part of the mission, I do feel like it will make things easier to understand what is happening here. With that said,
Oh, you talk in riddles.
I do feel as though we're a little over our heads right now. You two,
This is the shrine. These petrified bodies. And stuff.
Over there. Stick us over there.
Yeah, you guys are all over here, and Mark's Gallivan's on his way.
you two, stay here for a minute. Watch the entrance. Yell if anyone comes in.
Yeah, what about the rest of our crew over there?
I think they'll have to manage right now.
No one's watching the door for them.
You knew the risks when you came here.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
We will go get your friends momentarily.
He's in command. Listen to him.
And at this point, Elarius would like to just inspect these petrified corpses to get a better understanding of what was going on here, if there's anything valuable on the bodies, if they're just, corpses, what's happening here.
Yes, so amongst the bodies, you can see that they have almost like mutations about them, like crystalline forms have grown out of their arms, and it's like a part of their bone structure. And it seems like their hands and their fingers are like sinewy and longer than usual, like fingers, but like someone stretched them out, or like that they've just been like overused or something in some weird, sinister way. And the shrine itself has this image about it that shows these people that are crafting, are making things beautifully. Like someone's, brushing their hands, and before you know it, a bridge is formed. And then there's another person who's like, they're standing in front of a quarry, and they just are shaping the stones. And is that the castle? The sunken castle? Not sure. And just, it shows like these folks that have turned away from their faith as the heavens are cut off, and have looked towards the material world in front of them and have manipulated it greatly.
Interesting. Well, not wanting to poke around much further in here, Elarius will go back to the two.
Hey, someone's coming! Someone's coming! I said it was like
Get my sword out.
Yep, let's all drawn and knocking, getting ready for a fight. How are our two friends here? Do they seem to be, you said they're lightly armed?
Yeah, a little dagger. We're not really fighters around here, but someone's coming.
Wait for his command.
Boogie like holds up the dagger. I got to get him right now.
We don't know who's coming.
Yeah, let's just take up positions, try to hide, see who's coming.
And there you see this figure stumbling forward, mace in hand. You want me to get him?
No, wait.
Aha!
Gallivan.
Had a hunch.
Gallivan. Yeah, jump him. Get him, boys. Kill you.
I was gonna say, it's
Rolling that way.
Yeah.
What happened out there?
I took care of our guard problem.
Excellent. Would that mean that the other guards are still occupied?
Not all of them. They're turning a lot of their attention to our previous position, but the other folks up here have remained. So, at least one position we won't have to worry about if we're not going back.
You also notice upon entering in, the pillboxes are on high alert now. Like everyone's at attention, at the ready, paying attention.
Do those weak points seem like they could be shot with an arrow?
Could they be dislodged by a 10-foot pole?
If you threw a 10-foot pole, that is something that might trip the trap. And as you're standing in the temple, the remainder of your torch goes completely black, dark. As you're standing in this chamber, the marble, the tile that's here, and to you guys, completely black. But to you, Gallivan, you get a glow. As the light has gone dark, you can see like a map of the desert in darkness, like glowing. And you can see that you can all of a sudden you just hear like, find me. You just hear this voice, I will show you the way.
I take a knee and I bow my head in prayer for a brief second, keep me praised.
And it's just like you're illuminated on the wall. You guys are completely shrouded in darkness, but Gallivan, you can see there's like this glowing map there. And it definitely has like the jagged maw is a all of a sudden just like glowing as a claw in the sand. Travel to the east, then to the south. There, you will find a pyre where you can make a sacrifice. 6 days east and 1 day south from where you set foot upon this land. Find me. I will guide you on your way.
My subtitles for that.
Listen to the words.
Would I be,
Doing my stage whisper. Listen to the words.
would I be able to identify that on the map here?
Yeah, 6 days east and 1 day south.
Alright.
You can just count the hexes.
How many
From
hexes in a
one.
day?
From when you set foot.
Yeah.
From where you set foot
Top quarter.
upon the
Oh,
land.
okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Our event is here.
Oh,
A hex is
so-
not a day, is it? It's not 1 hex per day.
No, 2 hexes per day.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, so.
Sure. We're doing hexes in this.
So 6 hexes.
so
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4,
It's
5,
travel-wise,
6. 1. Okay, so,
6 hexagonal
Yeah.
desert
Yeah.
zones.
2 hexes per day, so that means go a day, half, and then...
I was gonna say, I didn't know Gita was the goddess of mathematics as
Yes.
well.
Oh, damn it, let me convert this to game mechanics. That's my premonition. Land to your terms. Now, listen to me, if you will.
I am your servant.
Gain a new spell.
So
Priest, what's wrong with you?
This is all in darkness.
Priest.
And then the glowing image of this map fades like paint just drying on the wall.
Interesting. So there's no light in here at all for the rest of us? Or-
Correct. During all this time.
I have a torch. I don't have a torch. I think there's other torches, right?
There are. I've got one more torch.
Okay.
So.
Nobody's like really answering me, so. So I'm just gonna light the torch.
It's like you're calling the Gallivan, but like.
Yeah. Huh?
One of your torches?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm gonna grab yours. Give me that. Actually,
I mean,
Like, Gallivan, give me that.
Whatever.
my God hears my voice. My God hears my voice. 6 days east, 1 day south.
From here?
From Marventa.
From Arventa.
Find her. She asked me to find her.
That sounds like an excellent proposition, because I think we've overstayed our welcome here.
Well, that being said, I've also got new capabilities on behalf of my goddess.
You feel a sense of imbued power within your mind as you've gained access to a new spell.
What do you mean?
Is Jagged some distance away from me? Enough
Yeah.
distance where I can try this out here?
Yeah. Let's see if you can successfully cast it your first time.
Oh.
Oh gosh. On top of. Oh, that just does it. 11.
I don't know if I should be cheering yet.
All right, walk us through it, Mark. What is it?
As
What do you do?
So, I speak low and slow as if a whisper, and you can hear the whisper clearly as if I were right beside you. I say to you, believe in the power of Gagged that surrounds all and is in all.
How did you do that?
My goddess hears my voice.
Ooh. Well, that might be useful. In a pinch.
Do you believe that? Do you believe what he said?
I believe I heard him whispering in my ear. I don't know if it's some magic or what.
And what did you say again? Believe in all that Gita said?
Yes. Believe that Gagged is here, or believe that Gagged is in all and is all and through all.
So can I clarify what the spell is, if I understood?
Depends if you accept it or not. Does Jagged Edge accept the fact that Gita is here?
Oh, no, he's very different.
Then you don't know.
I don't know what the spell
You don't know
was.
what the magic has what this effect is, or what powers it could imbue upon you.
Oh,
You
powers.
You feel obviously like the magic of a message being whispered at great distance, like
Right.
it's the other side of the shrine. What the hell? And then you hear the power of Gita is here, and in your heart of hearts, you're like, that's cool, but like, what's going on? Then like,
Yeah, how can I use
yeah.
this to kill people?
Yeah, then that's where it is. You hear a message sent a great distance.
Sorry, no proselytizing. He's a follower of Ramlat. So no Gagged message, but he did hear that, so that again could be useful for, sneakery.
It's true. This is very true.
I didn't have this before, but now I do, and now we can use it.
And within this shrine as well, you also find a couple more things that were discovered, but clearly are not of interest to the Preservation Syndicate here.
Yeah.
Anyone need any more rations? Got all these rations still.
Shall I?
Yeah, go
All
for
right.
it.
We have a Pained Wand of Bless. This dull iron rod is covered in thorny vines. Hope fills the veins. Gives a +1 spell check to cast Bless.
Can you speak up a little bit? Even I can't hear.
Sorry. It's +1 spell check to cast Bless.
Oh, bless.
Yes. And has the benefit of deflection. Ranged attacks against you are made with disadvantage for 5 rounds. However, this comes at a cost. There's a curse. Disruptive aura. Spells cast by allies within near have +1 to their DC.
So you can imagine there's this rod here, and there's these like veiny thorns around it. So it's a simple rod, but with these thorns around it. And as a rod, wands function in such a way that even if you don't have the spell, you can cast the spell with the wand. You'll make the spellcaster check, and at this you get a +1 bonus to cast Bless. And you'll be able to cast Bless infinitely. If you fail, you have to wait for the next day to try casting it again. If you critically fail, the wand breaks and it is rendered useless.
So the curse is activated when you use it, or just by having it with you that gives that effect?
When you use it.
Okay, so when you use it, then for the rest of that day, it gives that +1 DC, or what?
It's got a +1 to cast the spell. When you want to use its benefit, ranged attacks are made at disadvantage for 5 rounds. And the curse is always active.
Right, that's what I was trying to
Yeah,
get at. Okay.
Whoops.
Allies
Have it in your possession.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay far away, because you're always scraping by those 11s.
Yeah, I am. Oh, boy.
Just say, I don't know if you want to.
And what is that? Allies spells to cast on you, or just in general?
It just says, spells cast by allies within near have a +1 to their DC.
Wait,
So-
you carry. We can't cast spells. This is great. It's allies. It's not
Well-
yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
There's some legalese right there.
All right, perfect. I will carry this. Oh, boy.
That was, again, not Jagged Edge. That was me.
The other item is Spy's Quill. This long red rock feather is inlaid with shimmering opals. The benefit is Ethereal Step. Once per day, step past or through an adjacent obstacle less than a stride thick. The curse is Searing Mark. When used, leaves a visible brand on the user's body for 1d4 damage that attracts unwanted attention.
It sounds like an escape. Last ditch escape.
Yeah. Elarius will hold on to that, I think.
So,
And with that said,
That thing as well that you found too, the message wand, is also a wand as well. But we can handle
Yeah.
that another day.
yeah. I don't think we're going to be using it right now. It's just kind of...
I'm gonna give the general's function to you. Then.
Oh, yeah.
and I think at this stage, it would make sense. I mean, do we want to try to take out any more outposts, or do we just want to book it? Because
I'll follow your lead.
So, Tashish here, sees you guys running around. He's like, hey, I'll take that quill. My old partner here, he'll got a poetic hand or two. Maybe he wanted to take up the art of writing. A couple poems here or there.
and in exchange,
Everything else, your whole time here is predicated upon us, am I right?
I don't know.
You said 5 things, right?
You going to stop us?
Well, we thought we were in this together, guys.
You almost got us found out.
I think we did the right thing bringing you here to the shrine. Look at the loot you guys
I
found.
I found a bowl.
Ah, someone's true to their word.
Yes, I found this
I'm gonna,
upon.
like, get one hand on my sword.
I found this upon an altar in one of the caves that we were visiting, and pulls out this burned, cracked bowl.
His eyes light up. This?
Yes. See the patina that was in use.
You're gonna give me this?
Of course.
Give it to me.
I hand it to him.
This is a valuable thing. Here in this shrine, this is perfect. I dedicate this to you, the lost. And he starts scraping at the base of the bowl.
At that, Elarius perks up because Elarius is also a follower of the Lost. Does Elarius know anything about this bowl by any chance, or is this just...
You don't know anything off the top of your head?
Okay. Well,
Unless you imagine the situation, I'll give you the opportunity to say yay or nay.
Yeah. I think we'll bypass that for now. He's preoccupied with the bowl.
So yeah, just a question about these guys, allegedly from Arventa. Do we want to kind of grill them on that to see if they're lying to us, or do we want to take their word for it? Do we want to like try and leave with them? Do we want to dip by ourselves? Like, what's our play with these guys?
I mean, there's 2 out of the 5 here too, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, Elarius is contemplating dipping without them. Like, at this point, the original pact is...
I'm jumping
null
out of
and
character
void.
because, as you know, Jagged Edge, really not much, just kind of a, right? So he would just do whatever Elarius wants to do, being as he's assigned to you. So
I think discretion is the better part of valor here. I think we've learned a lot in our travels. They seem to have their own interests here. I say we head back, away from this place, regroup,
I agree.
understood?
contemplate.
So are you gonna give us the quill or not?
They've given you the bowl.
But we said 5 items, remember? I got my bowl. What about Hillwen here? He deserves something as well, and hopefully my other 3 companions in the middle
You
encampment
have been
there.
here all day and found nothing.
I didn't say that.
We are not responsible to find you 5 items.
We had an agreement coming in. Come on.
We have
The
killed
agreement-
6 guards for you.
The agreement is null and void the second that you two got separated and found yourselves in this little pickle. Your lives are your payment.
We're standing right here, correct?
It is in the shrine, but yeah.
And
The shrine's like inside this sea encampment.
Respectfully, Elf, they are a liability. They are impeding our mission. I do not trust them.
I think here is where we part ways. Enjoy your bowl.
What if I were to offer you something for that quill?
Hence what I asked for in exchange, please.
There's greater goods beyond this little encampment. We've just been trying to find the map. And maybe my companions found it in that middle section. If they did, you give us that quill.
If they found the map, and you are offering the map in exchange,
I'll give you access to the map. The knowledge.
We want the map.
the map itself or nothing else.
So the map for the quill?
The map for the quill.
If we can make it in. Seems like things are buckling down out there.
Well,
Again, Elf, respectfully, I am under your command. But my opinion is that these are a liability.
Their word is not trustworthy.
you're right.
Think
This
about
seems
it,
too
though.
good to be true.
Think about it. This encampment's small fish. There's larger oysters out there to shuck.
There is no oyster that is worth my life to shuck.
You don't know that. These people here were running from something. They come from a larger establishment, a larger bastion.
The oyster will still be there to shuck if you are the ones attempting to shuck it, because obviously this one remains untouched.
You can go shuck yourself.
Oh, come on, I'm not here to take threats or give threats. I'm just interested in some of the treasure you guys found. I don't want that thorny rod, but that quill seems like it could be a pretty neat little thing for my buddy here. Hillman, we're holding up our bargain. We haven't ratted you guys out. You guys have managed to navigate safely.
What would happen if you ratted us out? What would happen to you? Think about that for
We
a
could
second.
have let you die. You would be dead now. Do you understand that?
All right, we're grateful. Fine. Gave us the bowl. You helped us out. Killed some guards. Two
We are
items.
More
a
than
quill.
even. We are more than even. Your lives are intact.
So are yours.
Well, there's 3 of us. Maybe we take that bowl back.
Well, come on now. You guys aren't willing to throw down arms now just for this stupid quill.
I'm gonna get my sword out. Your command?
He starts backing out towards the tunnel here.
You've
Come on.
seen what we can do.
You have.
I
sense.
would be in fear of it if I were you.
So you guys don't want access to the castle?
We'll manage.
Our deal is done. We will depart.
Well, what about our friends back there?
They seem to be your problem.
You sure you're not going to consider anything?
Will you come back with us to Arventa? We will help you escape, perhaps.
Well, I do have one more gift for you. He goes into his bag and he pulls out some dice. Here, take this as a...
Nice.
Yeah, pulls out some dice. Take this as a token of our remembrance for our entire encounter here has been a gamble with you.
What kind of dice are they?
I believe they are the ivory dice that we found in the
In the Citadel.
Citadel.
Ivory dice. He's looking them over. What kind of dice are they? Like, actually? Are they just regular D6s?
Yeah, regular D6s.
How many?
However many fit in the slot. I didn't.
There's a lot of us.
6,
That's a-
100. That's a lot.
I was
I got a
gonna-
pole. I got a tree trunk. That's a lot.
I think it's because they were valuable. They're like have worth to them. So
yeah,
so it's like it's an abstract concept, not physical space. It's like takes them out.
How
and
about
rolls
they're
them.
like the car dice? You know what I mean?
Oh.
The fuzzy,
Fuzzy
wood
car.
but made of ivory. Oh shit.
He rolls 1, a 3, a 5, and a 6. Seems pretty split here. 2 highs, 2 lows. Just like us. Split. Can you at least get me to the middle encampment so I can get my friends and we can get out of here? You guys are the ones with the tabards on.
You've already gotten more than you should have expected to receive.
All right, well, I'll take these dice.
No dice.
No dice.
No dice.
Now things are getting real bitter. Are you taking the dice from me?
No, take the dice.
All right, he starts backing out into the chamber. He slowly slinks away. Hope to see the last of you guys. Perhaps we'll leave on neutral terms. We came in, did our job, and we went our separate ways. Who knows if our paths will cross again, but maybe fate will be on our side. All right, let's go, Helwyn. Let's get out of here. You see they quickly look and they do their best. Oh, man.
Oh.
They start slinking over there, and you can just hear like, what? Like they've alerted guards.
Okay.
Bad. Like they bumbled and stumbled their way through.
Great.
Yeah. Like they turn the corner and there's guards there, and everyone's like completely enthralled by them.
Is it
Great
enough
if
of a-
everybody's paying attention.
Oh
Is it-
yeah,
it's enough
yeah,
ruckus
yeah.
for us to
Oh
leave?
yeah, it is the perfect thing
Oh, I
to
crap.
have happen. Yeah, like nat 1 fail over here. Like yeah.
All right, let's take advantage of the distraction and slip out.
All right. So you guys managed to sneak away from the encampment, goods loaded in hand. Let me make sure. Also, you managed to find in the tent in the shrine as well one of these on your way out.
Anybody got slots left?
I do not. Well, actually, no. I have a new one opened up in the dice. In my possession is an Horus idol worshipper, a cat-sized, faultless form figurine, praising and worshipping a spinning gear. Benefit: 1 per day. This figure can act out a course of action and show its results. Can travel up to far from where the request was made.
Could be nice to add to the statue collection we have going on.
Right.
There was a previous statue I think we set up in the town square for another one.
That is correct. Yes.
All right, so you managed to make your way out of the excavated encampments back into the Balsal Deserts. Slunk in, slunk out, like thieves in the night, collecting goods, loot, information. As the story unfolds, this Preservation Syndicate seems obsessed with finding something. Clearly, they had treasures in front of them, but they deemed them of little value. You have found a number of information as well too. This one's for you specifically. And this, you can have this as well, just recapping everything that you found information-wise. It's very fascinating, and it seems like these figures, these rebels, who knows how their fate will unfold, but they seem to have wind about the castle as well. So perhaps it is of interest to other folks. Seems the Preservation Syndicate is digging in the wrong spot, if you will, and if they were looking for this castle, they clearly aren't in the right zone whatsoever. It is within a stone's throw away, another half day's march, so to speak. Perhaps an adventure for another day, should you choose to go there. You guys have a bunch of new sites that could be of interest to you as well. So there's a number of loose threads, but as you guys keep pressing forward, and the Horus was not used today for once, which is maybe a good win. Perhaps not. You also discovered one thing with that metal cylinder and copper wire.
I do not have
a card. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay.
But let's wrap up with some experience points. I'm giving you the usual 2 to start with.
Okay.
And then on top of that, I'll give you another 4, so 6 total for all the treasure that you guys have found. And I'm also opening the table for any negotiations.
Oh, boy. This is a slam dunk, let me tell you. Because this is Jagged Edge's first assignment from his boss, Herman Roth. And he came out swinging. Killed, 3, 4 guys? Like, just cracking heads.
It's true.
Like, those 2 guys, the 2 guys in there, and we're down there. So, did some big damn today. So, I think that's worth at least 1 point.
I'll think about it and keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Look for treasure here. Treasure is a loose term. Could be knowledge, information, actual physical goods.
I got
growth.
some treasure for
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
That treasure is the treasure of comedy. This was a hilarious adventure. There was a lot of hijinks, a lot of pulpy adventure movie sort of stuff happening in this session, and I think we all deserve a little bonus for that.
And I will also say, Elarius probably thrust into a role you're not really comfortable with as this random guy's boss, commanding officer. He's like, what? Like, I've got to
He's
tell
part
this guy what to
of
do.
a military veteran organization now, so it's probably pretty that
Very low on the totem pole, though,
Sure,
let me
yeah.
tell you.
Right. Elarius was not, really looking forward to...
Sure,
but
it's a scouting, could be a solo
nevertheless,
guy.
stepped up to the occasion and had this guy under his command
Fair.
unexpectedly.
So I'll make 3 separate nominations. At least 1 point for Jagged on account of his dexterous athletics check, or not athletics check, but athletics display of a pole through a man. Let's see, another nomination to Elarius for his leadership and how he has led the team. I'd like to, if I can, make 3 nomination points. I believe that Gallivan was a triple threat. He earned a degree in engineering and religion and theater. And I think that all of those were demonstrated expertly throughout the campaign.
Okay, I will give you guys an additional 2 points. I'll make it 3 if you can justify narratively the secrets and clues you've uncovered and how they are of value to you. Reinforce what you've learned and what is of interest to your character and or faction.
Oh, big time. I mean, this is easy for me. Herman Roth, leader of the Circle, is also a follower of the Lost. So he's going to really be looking forward to finding out about the shrine, because it's the first he's heard about the Lost. So that's 1. Second, Jagged Edge, he really got his, this was exactly his type of thing. Go in, get stuff, kill guys, follow orders. That's his thing, and he did all of those things. So this was like, he's like not going to be smiling about it because he doesn't really, mess with facial expressions too much. But internally, he's cheesy. He's having a great time. Yeah.
I mean, this is the call to the castle, right? This is tugging at Elarius's heart in a way that he does not understand. the vision that Garuna had shared, the secrets within the excavation site, and how they give clues to the potential creation or shaping of this sunken castle under the desert. Elarius is chomping at the bit for this.
When Gallivan left Arventa today, he was warned by our courier that their mission was in jeopardy because very little conversional work had been done. Because it seemed like there was everything had been done that they could. They were of service as much as they could be. But having heard the voice of their goddess, having seen that this is a land that has been stripped of its previous faith and of its spirituality, the ground is ripe for the planting and revival is in the air, and this is going to be news that is important to our courier and the rest of the 214th mission.
You guys get that additional 3 experience points. So what is that?
Nice.
2, 4, 3, so 9?
9.
9 experience points given to the party today. And I just have this idea. Let's see if we can play this out to wrap it all up. I want to just focus on this metal cylinder with the copper rod.
Okay.
It is a wand. You know that it's a wand of sending. Normally wands have to be used by magic users that have the spell, but this wand seems a little different. That anyone can use this to send a short message or receive a short message in the case of this specific wand. Who would want to use it?
Herman Roth. In this party, I don't know if you would, but I know that Herman would be interested.
Of this party, would you even care to use it? Otherwise, you can choose to save it for another day, or we could focus in on Herman Roth as a character using it.
You could make a decent two-way radio with my new capability, so that's an idea. Or at least reduce the usage by half.
Might we be able to use this to communicate the day's events to Herman right now?
It's possible.
Yes, so
At least initially, from your initial feelings, interpretations, understandings of magic. You guys are obviously no magic users around here, but like the rod itself seems to communicate an initial base understanding of its powers.
okay, I see. So it can send to anyone, not to another rod or something like that. Like not to another.
So as you are, I assume Jagged Edge is tinkering with it to
Sure,
delve
yeah.
more. Okay, as you, message. Yes, simple spell. Send a message. Oh wait, no, this one seems to send to a specific other rod somewhere else.
Oh.
Does it seem to receive anything while I'm tinkering and looking at it?
Do you choose to use this thing?
I guess I stick the thing up to my ear. Ding, ding, ding.
Is it on the T-Mobile or the AT&T network?
Sprint, it's dead. Oh, no signal.
No bars out here in the desert. So as you choose to, listen in on this thing, you just hear like a voice, and it's like it's like cycling through different languages. What does her Jagged Edge speak?
Common and Orcish.
So eventually, you get to, and then you hear like old Orcish, like guttural Orcish of just like bye or whatever, and it's like, can you hear me? I am here. Please, somebody.
Hello? Hello?
And you just hear, is that in Orcish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you hear back in Orcish like, I haven't heard a voice far too long. The winds, they've carried me far.
It's talking to me.
The rains, the message, just abruptly stops.
Can you hear me now? Where are you? Who is this?
Go ahead and make an intelligence roll with disadvantage because you are not a spellcaster.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
17. What's your intelligence?
-1s.
Nice.
16. Oh!
That's 20, baby! Woo! All right, so in your...
It's disadvantage, but can I keep it?
Oh, right, yeah, that's right. You're right. Touche. So you won't
But
double.
it's Orcish, so,
Yeah.
I'd say I have, it neutralizes the disadvantage.
So, yes, you managed to send another message and...
Where are you? Who are you? Can you hear me?
Please, I yearn for help. Find me. Come to me. I am amongst the light in the dark. Short message.
So, obviously, I'm telling you guys what's
Oh,
happening.
it's like broadcasting. It's like, yeah. It's
not like the little earpiece?
It's sort of, but it's like coming out of it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But it's in Orcish.
Yeah, okay, sure. So I can translate, I guess. But can you make sense of that? I don't understand.
I don't know, but there's someone lost out there.
Well, I understood that much. But I don't know where or what's this light in the desert, in the darkness. What does that mean?
The only,
Thing on the map that would indicate light in the darkness.
the only light in the darkness that... Errol actually doesn't know that, so...
Okay. Can we just keep
Go
talking?
ahead.
or-
Would you like to?
Yeah, sure.
Make another intelligence
Should I
check.
ask? What should I, how do we find this person?
Ask where they are in the desert.
Are they in the desert? I guess they probably are. Everything happens in the desert. Landmarks, maybe?
Yeah, what's around them? Man?
So 11?
Disadvantage.
Oh.
If you roll a total of less than 11.
Yeah.
So whatever you try to say,
Yeah.
but it bounces back and like the wand is deactivated until the next day. So this whole thing seems to be a unique wand, as we've just described wands and the power to use them until they fail. So it seems to have this two-way communication with the other end, presumably, of a connected wand to some one thing out there. And as long as anyone doesn't roll a natural 1, you'll have some sort of connection to this voice. But this is just a strange little piece, and we'll get a card for it as well too, but this little messaging wand is an artifact or is a magic item that was literally in the crate of junk that you were sorting through, of little to no interest to the Preservation Syndicate, and yet it's fallen into your hands. And perhaps it's another thread to pursue. But that's a fable for another table. Thanks for watching this chapter of our ongoing fable. Drop a like if you enjoyed the episode, and let us know in the comments which stories interest you most. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and to stay connected, there are links to our Discord and socials in the description. We want to invite you to the next episode of Tables and Fables, and we'll be sure to save you a seat.